Good morning. It's Friday, September the 4th, the Friday before we start school on Tuesday. And I want to say to you, I told you a couple of weeks ago that we would get to have some fun times. Today is Friday. As you can see, I've got my cap on, and we're going to play football tonight. Now, before we do that, we're going to talk this morning about two things: what school is going to look like on the first day, and then the instructional process. I have with me today two of the finest folks in our district that knows everything that you want to ask about those two topics. I have with me Ms. Vikki Curry, who's Assistant Superintendent for Instruction and Curriculum, and Missy Eichman, who's the Instructional Technologist that works very closely with our teachers. So I'm going to let them talk to you for 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 minutes, ever how long they want to talk to you, and then I'm going to come back and say goodbye.
Hi, I'm Vikki Curry. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction.
And I'm Missy Eichman, the Instructional Technology Specialist for the district. And we're here today to answer some questions that we've been getting regarding the instruction for the 2021 school year.
Here's what the first day of school will look like for our on-campus learners. School will start promptly at 7:45 a.m. Breakfast is available starting at 7:15. Due to COVID-19 precautions, we're asking parents to drop their students off or allow them to ride the bus. There will be campus staff on hand to help your students get to their classrooms or to the designated places that they need to be for that day. Visitors will not be allowed on campus, but our staff will make sure that they take care of your students and make them feel safe and secure. For online synchronous students, they should be dressed as though they were attending school on campus, have their breakfast, and be ready to log into their classrooms by 7:40 a.m. because class will start promptly at 7:45 a.m.
And although asynchronous students do not have to have that rigid schedule, they still need to have a schedule. It's just going to be a little more flexible. But for the asynchronous students, you still need to have, when you get up in the morning, where you're going to go to do your schoolwork. When you log into the computer, you'll go to the very first page will be your Google account. And at your Google account, that's where you're going to put in your email address to get in for your username. The next thing you'll see is Clever. And Clever is like the doors to get into our school building. So for our virtual school building, we're going to open the door with Clever. Once we're inside the door, you have different teacher pages. Those are just like the classrooms that you go into. So you go into the classroom for whichever teacher or period that you need to do the work for. And inside of there, just like when you go into your classrooms, you're going to find assignments. And those assignments are going to be located in the Google Classroom app. Once you go into your Google Classroom app, you're going to click first to get an invitation. You're going to click on the invitation to get into that classroom. Now you are rostered into that classroom. You'll be able to see all of the assignments that you have for that day. They will be listed by week or by day. And then once you've done your assignments, you've completed all your work, you're going to go to that assignment tab again. You're going to click turned in, and your assignment will be done for the day. You'll have all of the recommended things done. You will check in with your teacher by doing your assignment. She knows you've done it. You've completed your work. You will be counted as present. And if you're wondering where you can go to find this information, it's on our school website at cocisd.org. You can go to the online learning tab to learn about any of our online daily procedures. You can learn about Clever. You can learn about any of the things you've been hearing and wondering about your online learning. You can also find bell schedules. You can find your back to school information on the back to school tab. You can find out when the lunch and breakfast schedules will be. Anything you can want to know, go to cocisd.org.
Attendance for synchronous students will be taken when they log in for their class period with the teacher. A student needs to make sure that they're in attendance for at least 90% of the time in order to get credit for the class. And again, remember, the teachers will be able to see you when you log in, and they'll be able to monitor your engagement.
If something were to happen and you couldn't get into your Zoom, be sure that you text your teacher with that remind out and let them know that you're having issues. About the asynchronous students, what we're doing for their attendance is when they go into their Clever account and they go to their teacher's page, they will find a button that is a blue button. It says attendance. When they click there, there's a form that asks them questions about their learning experience for that day. They'll need to turn that in by 11:59 p.m. in order to be counted as present for that day. Remember also that every student that is doing the asynchronous form of learning needs to make sure that they are engaged for pre-K through 5th grade students 180 minutes, which is 3 hours of engaged online learning. On the 6th through 12th grade student side, we're looking at 240 minutes, which sounds like a lot, but it's only 4 hours of engaged learning time where you are in every subject working for your minimum amount of minutes for that subject. The COC ISD technology team has been working so hard to make sure that all of your questions are answered. Some of those questions have been on the device. So maybe my device is not turning on, not charging, something to do with the device, Chromebooks, iPads. If you have questions about that, please email technology@cocisd.org. Any questions about the platforms, and what I mean by that is like Google Classroom, Remind, Clever, any of those platforms, those questions can also go to technology@cocisd.org, but they will be directed to me, Missy Eichman. Please, though, ask your teacher first. Notify your teacher that you're having issues. On some of those issues, your teacher can get a backup code and get you in instantly through Clever. So as long as you're logged in through Clever, they can issue you a backup code instantly and you'll be able to get into the application or the platform you're trying to get into.
We know this is a lot for many parents, and we truly understand. And so the technology department, along with Ms. Eichman and instructional support team, we have created several technology one-on-one trainings, and we will have another technology one-on-one training on September 15th at Jones Complex from 5:30 to 6:30, because we want to be here and want to support you in any way that we can. If you have questions or any other concerns, please feel free to contact us at info@cocisd.org, and we'll be more than happy to help you or to support you.
And remember to check cocisd.org and check that online learning tab regularly, because we will be posting on there our meetings. And we understand that you are feeling very anxious, so check it often and you'll get all of the upcoming information.
I know that you found that very informative. And once again, it's fun time. It's Fun Friday in the district. Although we haven't started school, we're going down to Lumberton tonight, as I said earlier, to play ball. This is one of the fun things that we get to do. Get to see our kids engage in all of the extracurricular activities. I know our volleyball has started, our band is practicing, and we're going to get back to as normal as can be before very long, and this is going to be over with. So until we see you on Tuesday on campus, like I always say, especially today, go Trojans.